Today we are making an apple cake. This recipe was given to me by my aunt. She lives in Sweden. We loved it. I have tweaked it a bit. Let's start doing this. For this you need a cake mixer with a stand, preferably, or a hand mixer will do too. And you need 2 eggs, which you will put in, with a pinch of salt. Okay, and you'll see. So once it's doubled in size and is foamy, we will add in 75 grams of sugar. It's simple. You can take caster sugar. I've taken the normal granulated sugar. We mix it again. Once it's pale and creamy, we'll stop whipping it and we'll add the oil, which is 125 ml of it. So beat it low speed. Now after that, along with beating that, you are going to add in 200 grams of flour, which I have added up with 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. So it's 200 grams of flour with 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. They're both mixed together, sift together. So we're going to add it and beat them both in. Just in the middle, scrape the sides down. While you're adding the flour, you're alternating it with little milk. I took half a cup of milk. You can increase or decrease it according to how much milk you will need. We will start. So this is done. I didn't need all the milk. I left a bit because I thought it was going too runny. So what I will do is I'll just take it off. I already have an 8 inches of grease pan. I have a grease pan, this loose bottom pan. So we're just going to pop the mixture in. Okay guys, so after a change of venue and tipping the whole batter into the pan, I am back. So now comes the fun bit. I have tipped all the batter into the pan, and now so here I have taken 3 apples, you know, the fun size apples, the smaller size of apples, that's why they're really small. And now I'm going to just start placing them, positioning them onto the cake. Remember to take out the air bubbles. There are quite many. I usually bang it against the counter a bit and they normally come out. If you hear some ranting behind, I'm sorry, it's my baby on the walker, so I can't leave him out obviously. So let's start putting it around. What I do is I take one side. I just cut the apples in half and then I slice them all. So this is a slice, if you can see, and these are thin slices. So I'm just gonna start placing them vertically like this. Can you see? I'll just zoom in so that you guys can see properly. So you guys can see properly. There you go. So don't leave much space between them. If we need, we can definitely have more apple. No worries about that. So just start. Try to put the same size pieces. Try in one layer, but if not, no worries. It's not a contest. At least not for me. They will look as beautiful when it's done. It does not matter. Okay guys, so I have completed one layer with apples. If you can see, you see how pretty do they look. I've just placed them all vertically, and if they if they slant a bit, it's okay, because obviously they're apples in a liquid. So I just done one layer. Now I don't have much apple, but I think that much will do. Now I will start putting it again in the same order. I'll try to put it in the same order, like one more layer. If not, then I will just try to fill it, looking as nice as possible. So yeah, let me do that, and then I will get back to you. Okay guys, so this is done. Now I have arranged the center as circle. I just went around and just put the apples wherever it was an empty space. So now what we're going to do is we are going to sprinkle it with a mixture of sugar and cinnamon. It's like I have just grinded the sugar and cinnamon together, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it over the whole cake. Okay, so you can take half cinnamon and half apple, half cinnamon and half sugar, and that will do. You know, the smell of cinnamon on apple is always amazing, so this will give the cake a little more edge, you know, a more taste, nice taste. So sprinkle it all around, and don't hesitate, don't just hesitate, just sprinkle it as much as you want. This is done. Now I'm going to place this cake in the oven, which is preheated at 160-degree fan. We're going to place it in the oven for around about 40-ish minutes, but we will keep on checking in between. If it's done, then I'll take it out, but around about it takes 35 to 40 minutes. So I'm going to put it in the oven now and see you after. Okay guys, so this is out of the oven. Look at how lovely does the apples look. You know, they're embedded in, the cake has risen up and the apples are embedded inside. So now I'm just going to cut a piece out of it. I'll show you. This is a bit domed, but that does not concern me, because this specific cake does it every time. It domes up, but it's still very tasty and very yummy. So now I'll just cut a piece out and I will show you guys. Okay, so let me cut a piece out of it. There you go. Do you see that, guys? Do you see this? The apple. This is the apple. So it's really nice. It's really, you see this, really moist. It's a very nice cake, and when you eat it, you really taste the apple slices. When the apple slices come into your mouth, like in every bite, oh, it tastes so nice. This is my most favorite cake, me and my mom's. You can have it with custard, serve it with warm custard, or if you fancy it, you can even serve it with ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and it tastes amazing. Do try this recipe at home. This is a very tasty and a very easy cake. And do tell me in the comments box how you found it out to be. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, please, and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you again. Bye.